Well, this is a Tesoro Lobo Super Traq microcontroller ground balance. This is off of a metal detector. And the customer says he went to use it one day and it beeped for a moment and then absolutely nothing. So I've done some basic checks on this thing already, and I think I know exactly what the problem is. Let's get the battery cover open here. That might be a problem. That's not merely a suggestion. That actually does need to be connected. But let's go ahead and pull out these 4 AA battery holders. And that one's only 75% there. And I'm betting that if I go ahead and try to connect it here, yeah, there's not enough contact to even work. So let's go ahead and slap some new battery holders into this unit. Now the ones that I have are a bit of a different configuration. The batteries go on the sides instead of on the top. But I do think that they will fit down in here. Hopefully everything goes well. And both of them will fit. And I think that'll be perfectly fine. Now if I can just get them to come back out, I think that'll work. And I do have a couple of brand new 9-volt battery snaps, and it does have long enough leads, because if you look at this one, you'll see they're just in series. They actually just heat shrunk the two together right there. So I just need to go ahead and get this thing opened up, which is done by just simply removing these 2 screws right here. Take off the belt clip. Then the guts will actually slide right out. Now I have looked at this already, and off camera I did try to power it up, which is why I have a single lead into this, and that should be the positive lead. That's actually the negative lead, and I can clip the positive lead on this switch right here. This is what actually turns the unit on and off. So I need to go ahead and replace both of those battery snaps, which should be pretty easy to do. I should be able just to pull them out, heat shrink the new ones to the existing leads, pull the existing leads back into the unit, power this thing up, and we should be good to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut the positive lead here, and we'll leave a little extra. We'll go ahead and strip it back just a tad. And we'll heat shrink the new lead onto the old lead. So I've got a single piece of heat shrink. I'm just going to go ahead and slide it over the existing new positive lead. And then we'll see if this trick works. I've got a couple alligator clips. So that we can just lay it right there, not have to hold the leads together. And soldering station is up to 800 degrees, which is what I like to use. Solder those two together. And I'd say we've got a good bond. Slide the heat shrink over it. We'll fire up the hot air blower. And we'll just shrink this thing down. Okay, one is done. Same thing on the negative for the other lead. I'm going to clip it. Strip it. We'll lay them both out there. No pre-tinning necessary when you use this method. And oops. Well, I guess I did have to pre-tint it. I forgot to put the heat shrink on. We're all human. We all fall short. All right, take two. Shrink it down. Now all that's left is to run the positive and negatives inside the cabinet and then shrink them together. So, since we actually still do have connection from the old positive to the old negative, I think I'm just going to try to tape one on there and pull it through, and I think we should be good. Just get a small little piece of electrical tape. And I'm just going to push this one in through here. And then we'll pull this one out. And look at that, we have just enough. Now because it's tape, we should be able just to pull these two halves apart. Just like that. And my third piece of heat shrink rolled away somewhere. Maybe you see it, because I certainly do not. Well, I'll grab another one. And I actually will remember to put it on this time. Alright, so I'm going to load this thing up with 8 AA batteries. We'll connect them over here on this end. Now I want to make sure that positive and negative are correct, just in case something is wired backwards. I don't want to fire this thing up backwards and do damage to the board. So we'll try to get down in here. I think I'll back probe. And I see 12.75 volts. And the polarity is correct. Because if it was not correct, I would see a negative right here on the meter. So that looks good. Well, let's go ahead and hook this thing up and see if it fires up. So if it fires up, I should get a beep. And then I think it should go silent. And I do get a beep. Absolutely perfect. I do have the rest of the metal detector, so I'm going to go ahead and put it all back together, and we'll just see if it actually detects any metal. Okay, I have a single screw laying on my tile floor right here, and I do have the metal detector set up here, so, and it is on. I'd say it's working. So let me move the screw out of the way. And I get nothing there now. I'm not sure where to set the knobs and stuff on this thing, so I'm just kind of winging it. But it appears that it is actually working, so there you go. The repair on your Tesoro wide scan electrical search coil. This one is the Lobo. I certainly hope you enjoyed this video on the repair of the Tesoro. Go ahead and leave me a question, a comment, a concern down below, good or bad. I try to respond to the comments when I have time. Let's see if there's any other metal down here. Maybe a pipe or something. While you're down there, hit that subscribe button and like this video. It really does help my channel grow. I really do appreciate the views. You can follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at NorCal715. You can email me, NorCal715videos@gmail.com. If you do want to contact me, Gmail is the best way. Please be patient. I have a full-time job, and I do these repairs in my spare time. Thank you everyone for watching. I really do appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.